Bro, your phone is literally making real life feel boring. And I know that sounds like some vague thing people say, but I really mean it though. Hold on, biologically, what you're doing on your phone every day is literally physically changing how exciting real life feels to you. And most guys have no idea this is even happening. For example, think about the last time you spent like 4 or 5, 6, maybe even more hours scrolling on your bed, just doing nothing, just wasting time. You put the phone down, and then what? Like you go outside, you try to go outside, like talk to someone, eat food, whatever, and it just kind of feels flat, right? It just feels you just feel drained. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's like almost like the color got turned down on life, on everything. Like you're there, but you're not really feeling it. It doesn't hit the same. Make sense? And that's not you being in a bad mood, and it's not you being lazy. That's your dopamine baseline completely wrecked from a single afternoon on your phone. Like think about how crazy that is. A single afternoon can have such a detrimental effect, such a negative effect on your brain and overall your mental health. And I feel like nobody talks about this specific thing enough. And I feel like everybody talks about it in this vague way of like phone's bad, go outside more, or like stop scrolling, or like you know, they just like stop, 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 but they never care to explain like the actual mechanism. Nobody explains why life stops feeling real, and so you just think something's wrong with you. You think you're broken or depressed or whatever, and sometimes yeah, that can be the case, like clinically, medically, whatever the term is. But bro, a lot of the time, it's just that you fried your receptors, your dopamine receptors to the point where you're like scrolling through garbage half a day is the new normal and you like don't even realize it. So here's what's actually happening inside your brain. And I'm gonna keep it simple. Like I'm not gonna worry about all the sciencey stuff and whatever. So your brain has a dopamine baseline. Think of it like a thermostat. Think of it like a straight line. That's your baseline, right? And your baseline is basically like the level of stimulation that your brain considers normal. And everything you experience gets measured against that baseline. Got it? So if something hits above the baseline, your brain goes, okay, this feels good. Yeah, I like this. And if something hits below it, your brain goes, nah, boring, skip, next, give me something better. Now, here's where it gets interesting, bro. That baseline isn't fixed. It's not like it just stays there forever. It moves up and down. So when your brain gets flooded with easy dopamine hits over and over, like when you're scrolling, bro, like it's you get a new hit of dopamine like every couple seconds. That's terrible for your brain. That's terrible for your dopamine receptors. So, look, when that happens, the receptors start to downregulate. They like your brain goes, "Okay, there's too much of this. I need to dull the response." That's what happens. So, what happens is it pulls the baseline down. So you were here, right? But now you're here because your brain goes, I can't take this. This is too much. I gotta dull this so I can actually take it in, right? Hope that makes sense. So now, guess what? You need more stimulation just to feel normal. Not even, it's not even to feel good, just to feel normal, just to function. The bar for this feels like something, it keeps dropping. So, scrolling does this constantly. Like every single swipe is a tiny dopamine hit. And bro, you're doing that over and over and over and over again over hours. Like just picture in your mind your brain just going boom 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 at the dopamine receptors. Like, just think how crazy that is. It's like you're bombarding your brain with dopamine. So, so like every single swipe, like I said, it's a tiny dopamine hit. New face, new video, new sound, new color. Your brain is getting like bombarded with hundreds of times per hour with fast, easy stimulation, with new pieces of information every couple seconds. And because it's relentless, it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. You just keep scrolling. Your receptors dull to it. Your baseline drops. It keeps dropping. And now, what happens is real life, which was always quieter than a phone screen, much simpler, falls even further beyond that. So then you put the phone down and try to exist in the real world. In the real world, it doesn't hit the same. A conversation, it doesn't hit like that. Food don't hit like that. The gym don't hit like that. At least not at first. Like maybe in the gym, like after a couple sets, you like start feeling good and motivated. But still though, it's not gonna feel the same. You're still gonna have that drained feeling you have every time you're done with your doom scrolling session. Like you know what I'm talking about, right? So your brain just goes like this is not stimulating enough. Skip, and everything just feels kind of gray and flat, just pointless. And it's not because it actually is. Like these things actually matter, like conversations, talking to people, socializing, the gym, like putting the work in towards your goals. Those things obviously they do matter. But because your baseline has dropped so damn far, reality can't reach it anymore. Reality can't compete with it. And that's really it, bro. That's the whole mechanism. Like, you're not broken. You didn't permanently damage yourself. I want you to understand that. Like, this is fixable. It's not like you're not gonna be messing up for the rest of your life. This can be fixed. And I'm gonna talk about that later in this video, how to actually fix that. So, so the thing is, when your baseline has dropped so low, it doesn't just make real life feel boring. It makes you feel like you specifically are someone who doesn't enjoy things. It makes you like it just makes you feel like something is wrong. Like like something is wrong with you as a person. Like you'll be at a party, for example, or maybe just even a social gathering, like friend, family, whatever, and everyone else seems like they're having a good time, talking, whatever, laughing, and you're just standing there, just kind of feeling nothing. And you think, like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I enjoy this? Like, am I okay? But it's just that, like your baseline, all the scrolling, all the tiny dopamine hits over and over again, just fried your brain. And also, it makes you think about, like, perhaps, like, maybe, like, the rest of the people are also just, like, feeling the same way as you. Because, let's be real, I mean, like, who isn't addicted to their phone nowadays? Like, it's such a, like, a normal thing nowadays. And it's so weird. So just understand that like nothing is wrong with you, bro. Your baseline is just too low. Your dopamine receptors are fried, but you can fix it. Like I said. So like let's go back to the party example. Like the party is fine. You're fine, but your brain is just sitting there waiting for the next swipe that isn't coming because you're at a party. You're not scrolling. You're not on your phone. Life isn't your phone. Life is not your phone. So everything around you just doesn't feel it doesn't hit, right? And the brutal part is that like I feel like most guys just try to fix this by just reaching for the phone again. You feel flat, like you feel like bored, so you pick it back up. And I'm gonna be honest, like I've been a culprit of this many times before, where in the past I've just gone on a crazy doom scrolling session, like multiple hour doom scrolling session. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like And then like in the middle of it, I just stopped, put the phone down, and then I'm like, damn, this is just boring. Like, what else can I do? And then I'm just sitting there, and then my brain just goes like, this is boring. I don't like this. This doesn't feel good. So what do? Reach for the phone once again. And it's just like this vicious cycle. Just keep going back to the phone. It's like the thing that is detrimental to you, that is having a negative effect on you, you keep going back to it. Isn't that crazy, bro? I mean, that's literally what addiction is. Addiction 101 right there. So, so look, boom. You're in that deep multi-hour doom scrolling session. You pick it back up, and for a second it works. Like, don't get me wrong, it works. You get those like those fresh hits. Like you feel something again, and your brain goes, "There it is. Yes, yes, there it is." And that's the thing. That's a trap. So now you've confirmed to yourself that the phone is where feeling good comes from, and real life is where feeling nothing comes from. Ain't that crazy? Isn't that like just wow? So, and you do it again and again and again and again, like I said earlier, and your baseline keeps dropping over and over again. And bro, think about it. You were here at the start, and now you're all the way down here at the floor. So, whoa, that's crazy. And you can see how this goes. Like, it's not even really like a choice after a while, and it's more like your brain has just been taught over months or probably even years of this, that the phone is stimulation and everything else is waiting. Everything else can wait. So it just starts pulling you towards the phone automatically. Sound familiar? I'm sure you've gone through this, or you're going through it right now probably. And like you're not weak for picking it up. Like, I want you to understand that it's not like a discipline problem, or like a willpower problem, or like you're just weak or you're just lazy or whatever. What's happening is that you're just following the pattern your brain has been taught to follow. That's all. It's really that simple. But here's what that means. It means the problem is in you. And it means the fix isn't willpower. Willpower will only ever take you so far. Willpower isn't going to override a neurological pattern that's been building for years. You can't just like wake up one day after doom scrolling for years and years and just decide to join in life, to just enjoy life more. It doesn't work that way. That's not how the brain works at all. You need to actually, sorry, just lower the thermostat, but you need to increase the baseline, return the baseline back to normal. And the only way to do that is to stop feeding it, to stop to yeah, to stop feeding it. So let's talk about what returning to baseline, to healthy baseline actually means. Because I feel like this is where a lot of people go wrong. Because the most common advice I feel like you hear is just like spend less time on your phone, or like just stop. And okay, like how? Like you're just stuck there. Like what does that mean? How do I actually do that? Like you've opened Instagram out of habit before you've even realized you've done it. I think about it. Like when you unlock your phone, what's the first app you go to? Is it Instagram, TikTok? Like it's almost like I am like 99% certain that most young guys just open their phone and immediately just almost like subconsciously, without even them realizing, just go straight to the Instagram, in the Reels tab. It's like you're programmed. You've been programmed to do that. So, and also understand that these apps are designed to do just that. They're designed to keep you on there, to keep you coming back to them. That's how they make money. They make money from your attention. Remember, attention is currency. So the longer you stay on these apps, the longer the longer you stay on these apps, the more you spend time on these apps, the more money these companies make. So if we're keeping it real, the the all the time you're spending on your phone just scrolling on social media, you're making all these people rich. You're making Mark Zuckerberg rich. You're making Elon Musk rich. And meanwhile, you're just broke. Still, you're broke. So, like, what? Like, you're literally, in a way, almost like giving away money. Think about it like that. Think about like every minute you spend on the app is $20 taken away from your bank account. Now think about it like if that was true. Ha, would you still scroll? Would you still open Instagram every couple hours? Would you spend 6, 7, I mean, 10 hours just scrolling mindlessly? Would you still do that? No, right? But that's what's actually happening. Like you're literally giving away money. Isn't that crazy? So so the it's not like just oh use it less, just use your phone less. That's not really the answer. Like you need to actually change the environment, not just decide to be different in the same environment. And the second most common advice I see is like to do a dopamine detox. Like delete everything, cold turkey, no screens for a week. And look, like that sort of works. I feel that sort of works. I'm gonna keep it honest. That sort of works. But like most guys are not gonna do it. And even if they do, the moment they come back, the pattern is still there. Like you didn't learn to not do it. You just abstained yourself from it. You didn't learn how to you didn't unlearn the pattern. The pattern is still there. So when you come back from that dopamine detox, you're just gonna go right back to it. It's like you might as well not have done the dopamine detox. It's pointless. So like you need something that actually reduces the pull of the phone, like in a sustainable way, like in a real way, like not just like a 1 week reset dopamine detox kind of thing. You need something that actually works. So here's the actual move, and it's so small. Like you're probably gonna think what is that gonna do? Like that seems so pointless. Like you're almost gonna think I'm joking, but I'm not though. I promise you. The trick is the hack is turning your phone to grayscale. The hack is turning your phone to grayscale. No color, like just gray, full gray. The whole screen just goes gray. And I know that might sound like pointless, like whatever, or like you might be thinking like what is that even gonna do? Okay, so now let me explain what it actually does. Like color isn't an accident. Like every app you have on your phone, like it's designed in color for a reason. Like all these vibrant colors, like bro, they're not like just for show. They're not for like aesthetic. Like these colors are designed to draw you in. That's why they're so vibrant. And the color red, excuse me, the color red for notifications. Do you think that's by accident? Do you really think these big companies are just choosing a color just because it looks good? No, bro. And like the color red, it signals caution, danger. Like it signals like whoa, something needs attention. And that's what happens every time with that little red notification symbol on these social media apps. So For another example, YouTube's bright red play button and TikTok's like whole visual experience. Like, don't even get me started on that. That's crazy. And the point is that these all these colors are just stimulus. They're specifically designed to make the app look exciting, to draw you in, to make your brain go ooh, to make your brain excited, to want to go open the app. So so take color away, and the apps just looks boring. Your phone just looks boring. Like genuinely, it's almost like kind of depressing to look at. Like not in like a negative way, but I'm just saying like it just looks boring. It looks dead, and your brain, like, which has been chasing that visual stimulation, it doesn't get that hit anymore because it's all gray. There's no color. There you don't have those vibrant colors drawing you in every second of your day. So what happens is you put it down faster. You stop using your phone less. And it's not necessarily because you decided to just, oh, I'm gonna use my phone less. It's really just because your phone just stopped being as interesting. That's all. It's not as visually stimulating as it is in full color. And again, it's not about willpower. It's not about removing the trigger. Like, grayscale removes one of the main things your brain is responding to when it reaches for these apps, when it reaches for your phone. Color, these vibrant colors. So when your phone stops feeling and looking so visually exciting, real life starts winning by comparison again, because real life is still in color. You get like that, like the seesaw. So now when you do that, when your phone is in grayscale, all gray, you use your phone less, and now real life starts becoming exciting again. It starts becoming fun again. So actually, here's an action step for you, and I want you to do this right now. Not after this video, not tomorrow, not in a little bit, not next week, not maybe some other time. Right now. If you actually want to change, if you actually want to stop this drained feeling, if you actually want to take control of your time and start becoming the person and start becoming the man you're supposed to be, do this right now. So while you're watching, it only takes about 15 seconds. Okay? So go to your iPhone settings, click on accessibility, click on display and text size, click on color filters, toggle color filters on, and then select grayscale. That's for iPhone, okay? Take a screenshot if you have to, so you don't have to keep going back to the video. And for Android, go to accessibility, color emotion, color correction, toggle on use color correction, and select grayscale. And in some other devices, maybe it's like settings, accessibility, vision enhancements, then color adjustment, and then click on grayscale. But whatever it is, like, the instructions are there, bro. There's literally no excuse to do this right now. Literally. So go do this right now. Don't be a bitch. Do it right now, okay? Now, boom, you're back. So your phone is boring now, right? It's in full grayscale. And that's really the point. Now, here's what's going to happen over the next day or two. Your phone is going to feel less interesting. It'll look less exciting. You're going to pick it up out of habit, look at it, and just put it down. Put it down faster than you normally would, actually. And it's not really because like you made this decision of, oh, I'm gonna stop this, I'm gonna stop scrolling, I'm gonna stop using my phone so much. It's 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 like it's just because you stopped giving your brain what it was coming for. And in those gaps, the moments where you used to feel like 10 minutes with scrolling, now you don't. And in turn, real life is going to start feeling slightly more normal again, little by little, to the point where then life will feel full, exciting, colorful, and you'll like almost feel like a kid again. Isn't that beautiful? And but it's like it's not gonna be like immediate and dramatic. Like you're not gonna wake up tomorrow and like just feel like a completely different person. But what's true is that like within a day or two, you'll feel the difference. You'll notice something. Like food tastes a little better. Conversations feel a little more interesting. And if you go outside, outside looks like vivid. Like you'll almost feel like the colors are popping. Like and that's not by mistake. That's your baseline coming back up after being like literally drowned and pushed down to the bottom so much. So your baseline starts climbing up back again, and normal life stops feeling good, exciting. So this is the part that matters the most. So listen up, pay attention. The goal isn't to hate your phone. Like the goal isn't to become some like anti-technology guy who lectures people out about screens. That's not the point. Like we all use our phones. Like we gotta text people, we gotta call people, use our phone to make money. Um, right? The goal is just to get your baseline back to a place where real life actually feels normal, where it feels exciting, it feels fun, it feels like something. Because right now, for most of the guys watching this, like you watching this, real life doesn't really feel like anything, right? Do you agree with that? And bro, that's not okay. Like really, that's not okay. Like not because it's like morally wrong or whatever or anything, but like because you're missing your own life. You're missing the fun of life. You're missing the excitement. And be, so because you're missing your own life, you're sitting inside like a great version of it and wondering like why nothing feels exciting. And the answer is right there in your pocket. It's been there in your pocket the whole time. So when your baseline is normal, when your baseline is at a healthy level again, not down here, but here at a good level, at a healthy level, everything changes. And it's such a big change. Like the gym starts feeling good. Not great, like not like euphoric or like wow. Just good. Like you actually want to go back. Like locking in on something starts feeling rewarding instead of like you're just like fighting yourself every second. Talking to people feels natural instead of exhausting. And girls will start feeling like something you actually want to pursue instead of just like an idea that sounds good in theory, like some distant thing. And the thing is that none of that is possible when you're addicted to your phone, when you can't stop being on your phone, when you keep scrolling, when all the time you're craving those dopamine hits. None of that is possible when your brain is calibrated, when your baseline is at a level that only a phone screen can reach. So, this isn't just about using your phone less or not using your phone at all. The deeper thing, like the thing is that everything you actually want, the confidence, the discipline, the ability to just be present, the girls, the socializing, all of that requires a baseline at a highly at a high enough level that you actually receive it. Like let the baseline stay where it is, and you're locked out of your own life. Like simple as that. So I want to address this thing you're probably thinking of right now, which is okay. I've heard this before. I know phones are bad. I know I scroll too much. I've tried to stop. It didn't work. So you're probably wondering what actually makes this different. What like what makes it different to turn the phone to grayscale? Like most of the time you try to stop, you try to use willpower. You told yourself you're gonna be better. You told yourself you were gonna stop, this and that. Set a screen time limit that you bypass in like 2 days. Like, come on, let's be honest. Who was actually abiding to that screen time limit? Like, just be honest with yourself, bro. And like, or like you deleted an app and then just re-downloaded it in a week. And every time that happened, like you felt worse about it. You felt worse about yourself. Like you're just someone who can't control themselves. And bro, that feeling is not good, honestly. It's not a good feeling. And that feeling, it's like your brain just trying to escape that feeling. And it just makes you pick up your phone more and more and more. It wants to escape because you just needed something to feel okay again. And so grayscale doesn't ask you to like use willpower or like be this disciplined tough guy or whatever. It changes the environment so that willpower doesn't have to show up. It just becomes automatic. You're not relying on your willpower, on your like inner strength to not use your phone. Because when it's gray, like I said earlier, it doesn't feel like exciting. All the vivid colors are gone. You automatically when you turn your phone to grayscale, automatically you use your phone less. I promise you 100%. You have my word on that. When you turn your phone to grayscale and you keep it on grayscale, you will 100% stop using your phone so much. You will use it so much less. So, okay, so yeah, and look, like you're not fighting the urge to scroll anymore. You're just making the scroll less rewarding, and so then the urge gets smaller by itself. Isn't that cool, bro? So like that's a completely different thing than just like relying on willpower. Like one is fighting your brain, and the other is you just quietly removing what your brain was coming for. And okay, so the reason I'm being specific about one single thing is because that's how the baseline actually comes down. Not through some like massive life overhaul. Sorry, that's how the baseline actually comes up. It doesn't come up back up to like some massive life overhaul, not through like a long week dopamine detox or whatever that you can't even sustain, but through just one small change that actually affects your brain, that actually affects the mechanism, the pattern you've built so strongly over these years. So you do it today and it works today. 100% I promise you. You turn your phone to grayscale today, you'll use it less. I promise you. You have my word on that. So when you do that, your brain stops getting flooded with all this information. It stops frying dun, 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 your dopamine receptors. So the receptors stop dulling and the baseline starts climbing back up. Isn't that amazing? So this is how you really start. Not like with discipline, not with like a crazy new morning routine, not with like some elaborate system, framework, whatever. Just with 15 seconds going into your settings and a phone that's gray, that looks boring. That's really it. And then real life starts looking less boring little by little. And that's where everything else begins. When you do that, bro, everything else just becomes so much easier. Going to the gym, confidence, discipline, talking to girls, socializing, whatever it is, business even, whatever it is, everything else is like you unchain yourself from your phone and just automatically allow yourself to just live and not be stuck on your phone. So now, one more thing before we go. I want to make because I really want to make sure this actually makes sense. So, again, the reason your phone feels more real than real life right now isn't because like real life is actually boring. It's because you've been training your brain for months, maybe probably even years actually, to and is trained to respond to something that doesn't exist outside of a screen. Like infinite novelty, infinite stimulation, something new every single second with zero effort required. Like imagine like you get all the stimulation with zero effort. Like how can your brain not get addicted to that? How can your brain not crave that? How can you not crave that every second of the day? That's so addicting. And that's the point of these apps, to be addicting, to keep you on there. So, it's something new. Yeah, and real life has never been that, and it never will be. Like it never, and like real life will never be as stimulating as just getting a tiny dopamine hit every single second. But that's good though, because like I said, when you get all these dopamine hits over and over again, your brain just starts dulling its receptors. So if you keep calibrating yourself to that standard of these tiny dopamine hits every single second of the day, like how can you not expect real life to always lose? Like it's always a lose situation. Reality can't compete with the amount of stimulation that you get from your phone. It's not a fair comparison at all. But what real life has that your phone never will, it's the conversation we have with somebody today that's real. The way your body feels like after you actually train is real. The moment you're outside somewhere and the like the sky looks good, the landscape, whatever, and you feel okay in your own skin, like you feel confident going up and talking to girls. That's real. And none of it matters, none of it registers when your baseline has dropped so low to the bottom. Like you're physically there, but you're not feeling it. And that's what I mean when I say your phone is making real life feel boring. It's not making the experiences less. It's just, it's making you less able to receive them for what they actually are. So, once again, bro, turn your phone to grayscale and just for the next 2 days, just consciously like, how do I say this? Just for the next 2 days, just pay attention to how much less you start using your phone. And if you haven't already, turn your phone to grayscale. Do it now, okay? If you actually want to change, do it now. Don't be a bitch, okay? Do it now. I promise you, it will change your life. I promise you, it's the start to everything you ever wanted, everything you desire. It's the start to it, okay? So, if you haven't already, go turn your phone to grayscale. And yeah, once again, like I say at the end of every video, bro, specifically you, bro. Yeah, you watching. Yeah, you. I want to thank you, and I appreciate you for taking time out of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever, to watch this video. And I'm proud of you because if you're watching these types of videos, it means you want to improve yourself. It means you're not like the rest. You're not average. You actually want to improve, right? I'm proud of you for that. Like honestly, I'm rooting for you. Like actually, bro. Like I'm not saying that to like be like be like I'm not saying that for no reason. I'm actually proud of you that you're watching content like this and you're on the right path. And if you got if you got help, any help or value, whatever from this video, like, subscribe, it maybe even a comment. It would be amazing. I would appreciate it, and it would bring me closer to achieving my dreams. So, with that being said, bro, thank you again for watching. And yeah, if you haven't already, like I said, go turn your phone to grayscale. Don't be a bitch. Do it now. Come on. Yeah. Anyways, peace.